Namaste. You're watching Yoga Sehi Yoga with Lakshay. Today we are going to talk about pranayama. A lot of people around the globe are looking for natural ways of boosting their immunity. And let me tell you one thing, pranayama is one of the best practices to do the needful. Let me tell you what pranayama is. Pranayama comprises of two root words, prana, which means life force or vital force, ayama, which means to regulate or to control. The quality of air we breathe influences the quality of our lives. Hence, pranayama is essential to lead a good quality life. Pranayama has four major benefits. It consciously guides the mind to reduce stress and increase relaxation. It has proven benefits in improving the immunity by increasing the lung capacity. The breathing practices which actively involve abdominal organs like Kapalbhati, Bhastrika helps to tone the muscles of these organs, thus resulting in weight loss. Increased supply of oxygen to the brain helps to improve focus and concentration. The best time to practice pranayama is early in the morning when your stomach is empty, or late in the evening where there is at least 3 hours of gap between a meal and the practice. So now we will start Kapalbhati. Sit in any comfortable position. You may sit in simple cross-leg position, easy pose, or thunderbolt pose, or full cross-leg pose. If you can't sit on the floor, you may sit on a chair with your back straight, or you can sit on the bed with your legs straight. Back of the palms resting on the knees, index finger in contact with thumb, hands in chin mudra, shoulders and elbows relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, spine lengthened. Kapalbhati involves active exhalation and passive inhalation. Exhalations are short and powerful. Inhalation happens on its own between two exhalations. Every time you exhale, you draw the navel in by contracting the abdominal muscles. Let me show it to you slowly. Exhale, 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 exhale. When you actually exhale from the nose, the sound comes like this. There should be equal gap between each exhalation, hence the breath should be rhythmic. Let's start the practice properly. During practicing Kapalbhati, your inhalation should be so effortless that there shouldn't be any sound of your inhalation. Inhalation happens automatically between two exhalations. In this practice, active exhalation helps to cleanse the lungs, sinuses, and respiratory system, which can help to prevent illness and allergies. Regular practice strengthens the diaphragm and abdominal muscles. While Kapalbhati can be really beneficial if done correctly and regularly, there are certain situations where this practice should be avoided, like people with high blood pressure, heart disease, hernia, or pregnant women should avoid the practice. Stop the practice if you feel dizzy. Always work within your own range of limits and abilities. If your breath becomes strained, or if you become dizzy or anxious, stop the exercise and return to your normal breathing pattern. You may do 2 to 3 rounds of Kapalbhati, a set of 20 exhalations, 40 exhalations, or more than 50 exhalations depending on how comfortable you feel or from how long you have been practicing. Do not force yourself. Now we will start with Bhastrika Pranayama. You may continue sitting in the same position. In Bhastrika Pranayama, inhalation and exhalation both are deep and active. In this practice, while inhaling, You contract your abdomen muscles and draw your navel in, and while exhaling, you relax the abdomen. Let me show it to you slowly. Let's start the practice. Since we maximize our lung capacity while doing it, this pranayama helps remove toxins and impurities. You may do 10 to 20 rounds of exhalation and inhalation in one set and do 2 to 3 sets depending on your capacity. Relax your face and keep your awareness completely on the breath. This practice should be avoided by pregnant women and people with high blood pressure, heart disease, or hernia. Relax. Take a few deep breaths. After doing Kapalabhati and Bhastrika, it is important to balance the energies in the body. For that, we will do Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. Hold the fingers of the right hand in front of your face. Thumb is used to block the right nostril and ring finger for the left nostril. Index finger and middle finger in contact with the palm. Back of the left palm resting on the thigh. Hand may be in Chin Mudra. Close the right nostril with the thumb and exhale completely through the left nostril. Now inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril and exhale from the right nostril. After exhaling from the right nostril, inhale from the right nostril. Close the right nostril and exhale completely from the left nostril. This is one round. Now continue the practice for a minimum of 2 minutes. If your arm gets tired, you may rest for a bit or start the practice again, or you may support the right elbow with the left palm. Make sure you stop the practice after exhaling from the left nostril. It is a very good practice to relax your nervous system, to calm the mind down and balance the energy channels in the body. To do this practice more effectively, you may give a count to your inhalation and exhalation to equalize the breath. Initially, you may do 2 to 3 rounds of 2 minutes each. And once you practice regularly, you can increase the duration of each set and take your practice up to 1 hour. Make sure you finish the practice after exhaling from the left nostril. Relax. Take a few deep breaths. Now we will practice Bhramari Pranayama. Bhramari means bee, and the practice is called so because a sound is produced which imitates that of a black bee. Continue sitting in a comfortable position. Lips are gently closed with teeth slightly separated throughout the practice. Raise your elbows sideways and close the flap of the ears pressed with the thumbs. The other 4 fingers covering the eyes. Bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. Breathe in deep through the nose. Exhale slowly and in a controlled manner while making a deep, steady humming sound like a bee. The humming sound should be soft and mellow, even and continuous. This is 1 round. You may do 9 to 11 rounds. This practice should not be performed while lying down or by the people who are suffering from severe ear infections. This is one of the best practices for treating insomnia. Therefore, it can be practiced before sleeping. This practice relieves stress, alleviates anger, anxiety, helps with skin-related problems, It also strengthens and improves the voice and eliminates throat ailments. Relax. Take a few deep breaths. After pranayama practices, you may lay down in Shavasana for 3 to 5 minutes, relaxing your whole body completely. After getting up, rub your palms, generate slight heat, cap your eyes. With a gentle smile on your face, gaze at your palms. Make sure you do pranayama daily to get the maximum benefits out of these practices. Wish you a happy practice. Namaste.